Ever wondered if she's secretly into you? The truth is, women often communicate their interest through subtle, almost unnoticeable micro-expressions that most guys completely overlook. But once you know what to look for, these tiny signals can reveal everything. In this video, we'll break down 10 key micro-expressions that show she's into you. Pay close attention to number 9 because it's the one almost everyone misses. Don't miss out on learning these secret clues that could change the game for you. Let's dive in. Lip biting or licking, biting or licking. All right, this one is a classic, but you really need to know what to look for. If you catch her biting or licking her lips while talking to you, take notice. Seriously, don't just brush it off, because when this happens, chances are she's dropping one of the most flirtatious and subconscious signals out there. Here's the thing though, context is king or queen. If she's chowing down on her lunch, hydrating from a water bottle, or the weather's so dry her lips feel like sandpaper, it's just lip maintenance, don't overthink it. But if this little movement happens during one of your conversations, especially repeatedly or when it seems a bit out of place, that's where the magic lies now. Why is this such a big deal? Lip biting and licking are like a double-edged sword of attraction. On one hand, they draw attention straight to her lips, easily one of the most sensual and expressive parts of the face. On the other, they're often a self-soothing gesture, something people do when they're a little nervous, excited, or flat-out turned on. And yes, you might be the one sparking all those feelings. Imagine this. She's leaning in while you're talking, and in the middle of your story, her teeth catch her bottom lip, or maybe her tongue flicks over her lips for just a second. Almost like she doesn't even notice these moments. Might seem small, they might fly under the radar if you're not paying attention. But trust me, they speak volumes. She's intrigued, maybe even a little nervous in the best way. And she might even be thinking about something very specific, like how badly she wants you to kiss. Head tilt her number 2, the head tilt, gentlemen. This one's subtle, yet super powerful. The head tilt picture. This, you're chatting with her, and she tilts her head slightly to the side, whether it's to the left or the right. That little shift could be screaming, "You've got my full attention." Intrigued. You should be, because this move is so much more than just her way of listening. Here's why the head tilt is such a big deal. You know, when someone's genuinely into what you're saying, their posture softens and their whole vibe feels more open. That's exactly what's happening. Here, the head tilt is your giveaway that she's tuned in and totally engaged. And there's more. This little gesture also exposes her neck, one of the most sensitive and vulnerable parts of her body on a subconscious level. It's a sneaky signal of trust, comfort, and openness. She's letting her guard down, and spoiler alert, it's kind of sexy, but hold up before you get carried away. Context matters. If you're in a loud bar or a chaotic coffee shop and she tilts her head just to hear you better, it's functional. Don't overanalyze, but if you're in a normal setting and she gives you that head tilt while smiling or holding eye contact, it's a whole other story. That little move could be her way of saying, "I'm not just listening, I'm really into this, into you." Think about it. She doesn't look distracted. Her shoulders relax subtly, and her attention feels laser-focused. All signs she's captivated. And trust me, when a woman tilts her head like that during a conversation, she's leaning into you both literally and figure. Number 3, neck hair touching her neck or hair. All right, fellas. If you catch her touching her neck or playing with her hair while talking to you, your radar better start buzzing. Why? Well, these aren't just random innocent movements. Nope. This could be her subconscious doing everything but shouting, "I might just like you." Here's how it works. When we're feeling attracted to someone, we naturally want to look our best. It's instinct. That's why touching her hair or lightly grazing her neck often serves as a little self-grooming ritual. It's like her way of subconsciously saying, "I'm putting my best face forward because you're worth it." But that's not all. These gestures are also designed to pull your attention. Think about it. Her hair frames her face, and her neck is an intimate soft spot. There's subtle invitations for you to notice her in all the right ways. But here's the kicker, and this is, touch is important. You've got to learn to decode the type of touch. If she's roughly yanking her hair into a ponytail while ranting about her terrible day, our girl's probably stressing, not flirting. Same goes if she's scratching or nervously fiddling with her neck. It could just mean she's anxious or distracted. What you're looking for are slower, almost hypnotic movements. A smooth tuck of hair behind the ear, a soft, absent-minded brush along her collarbone, or even a playful twirl of her hair while she's looking at you with that little smile. These delicate moves, they're loaded with meaning. They don't just say she's interested. They say she's fully aware of her own allure and maybe wants you to be too. Catch this sign. And don't second-guess yourself. She's letting you in, so pay attention. Brief, touch, lean. In number 4, the brief touch or lean in. All right, listen up. This one is sneaky, but oh, so telling. You know, those quick, almost fleeting moments where her hand just happens to brush yours, or she leans in just a little closer than she technically needs to. Yeah, that's no accident, my friend. Those tiny touches, or too close for just platonic leans, that's her body telling you loud and clear, I want to be closer to you. Here's the deal. These moments are subtle because they're subconscious. Maybe she leans in to say something when she could have just stayed at her normal distance. Or maybe her fingers graze yours when she's passing you something. It's her body's way of bridging the gap between you without going overboard. It's not about making a bold move yet. Although, hey, maybe she does want you to. It's like a gentle nudge in the I like you. Context is everything direction, but like any other sign, context is everything. If you're in a jam-packed loud bar, that slight lean and might just mean she's trying to hear you, and avoid someone spilling their drink on her. And if someone brushes your hand while handing over a cup of coffee, relax. It's just physics you've got to pay attention to when and how these touches happen. If they're happening in a quiet space, or alongside a smile, playful eye contact, or that little spark in her tone, then trust me, you're on to something. A key tip, feel it out, but don't overstep. These gestures should stay brief, subtle, and within the boundaries of what feels natural for the moment. Think of these touches as her little way of testing the waters. She's leaning in literally and figuratively. The question is, will you lean back? Number 5, the quick glance. Quick glance, away, back, away and back, fellas. This one is like catching lightning in a bottle. The quick glance, away and back. It's all in the timing. And trust me, if you spot this, she's giving off major I'm feeling you vibes. Here's how it plays out. You catch her looking at you, your eyes meet, and bam, she glances away faster than a speeding bullet. But here's the kicker. She doesn't stay away for long. Nope, she's looking back just a second later. Double take, that little double take, huge. Why does she do it well? This move is basically a cocktail tale of attraction and shyness. It's like her eyes are drawn to you. But the minute she realizes you caught her, she panics a bit and looks away, and then before she can talk herself out of it, she's sneaking another look your way. It's almost like she's telling you, you've got my attention, but I'm not trying to make it too obvious. Cute, right? And here's the fun part. It's rarely a one-time thing. If she's into you, you'll notice this little dance of eye contact repeating itself. She looks, glances away, and then back again. It's her way of testing the waters without going full on obvious. But pay attention, because there's often another clue that goes hand in hand with this move. The chin tug, that slight lowering of her chin when she glances back your way. It's a subtle mix of shyness and submission, hinting that she's a little nervous but excited to be around you. Keep your radar on for this combo of glances and subtle chin moves. It's like her way of saying, I see you, I'm into you, but I'm trying and failing to play it cool. You see this game on number 6, the quick eyebrow. The quick eyebrow. Raise, all right, guys. This one's a blink, and you'll miss it. Move, literally. We're talking about the quick eyebrow raise, a super subtle micro expression that screams, I like what I see, even before she realizes it herself. Here's the breakdown when she first spots you. Her eyebrows might shoot up for just a split second before settling back down. Think fast, because this is one of those signals that's here one moment and gone the next. Why does this happen? Well, it's pure instinct. Raised eyebrows are like a universal signal of recognition and interest. When we see something we find attractive, hint, that's you. Our eyebrows lift involuntarily. It's almost like her face is saying, "Oh, hey there," before her brain even has a chance to catch up. And the best part, the magic of timing, probably doesn't even realize she's doing it. That makes it one of the most genuine signs she's intrigued by. The magic is in the timing. You're not looking for a long, deliberate eyebrow raise that could be part of a joke or exaggerated facial expression. Nope. What you want to catch is that lightning-fast lift, like her body couldn't hold back its excitement at seeing you. It's quick, it's subtle, and it's, oh, so Elling. Here's a pro tip: pair this with her other cues. Is that quick? Brow lift followed by a bright smile, playful eye contact, or maybe even a little lean in your direction. Then you're on to something good. It's almost like her eyebrows are giving you the green light to step in closer. Catch those brows going up. Don't ignore it. It's her face's secret way of saying, "You've got my attention." Keep an eye out, because this little move can be a huge sign she's into you. Number 7, dilated pupils. All right, guys, we're getting into sneaky science territory with this one: dilated pupils. This is the kind of sign that you can't fake even if you tried when a girl's into you. Her pupils might actually give her away before she even opens her mouth. Here's the deal: when we're attracted to someone, our pupils dilate. It's a completely natural and involuntary response, which makes it one of the most genuine tells out there. Now, before you start staring into her eyes like a love-struck detective, pump the brakes. Nobody likes being eyeball scanned. They want to be noticed, not examined. But if you're already locking eyes, for a moment, take a quick mental note. Are her pupils looking a little bigger than usual? If so, congrats, you've just spotted a subconscious sign. She's feeling you. Here comes the fun science. Why science behind it? Part pupil dilation is controlled by your autonomic nervous system, the same system that handles things like your heartbeat and breathing. And when we're attracted to someone or something gets us excited, this system goes into action, and the pupils expand. It's like her brain's way of opening up, like, "Hey, I'm focused on you right now." But here's a little pro tip to keep in mind. Lighting can mess with this sign. Dimly lit spaces naturally make pupils bigger, so don't go reading too much into her gaze if you're in a dark corner of a bar. But in normal, curious vibe lighting conditions, a noticeable dilation can be your golden clue. If her eyes are giving you that extra wide, curious vibe, it's not just the lighting. It might just mean you've got her full attention. Eyes don't lie, fellas, so keep a watchful but chill eye out for this one. Number 8, the fleeting smile. All right, guys, here's a sign that'll give you all the feels. The fleeting smile. Picture this: you're chatting, you crack a joke, or maybe you're just standing there, being your effortlessly charming self, and boom, there it is, a quick, sweet smile that lights up her entire face, but vanishes almost as fast as it appeared. That, my friends, is pure gold. What makes this smile so special? It's all about genuineness. A fleeting smile isn't something she's planned or controlling. It just happens. It's like her face can't help but betray her inner excitement when she looks at you, and trust me, that's not something you want to overlook. Now here's how you know it's the real deal. A genuine smile, also known as a Duchamp smile. Yeah, fancy name, I know, doesn't stop at her lips. It pulls her whole face into the RCT. Look for the corners of her eyes crinkling up, creating those little crow's feet we all love. If her eyes are smiling along with her lips, bingo. That's the good stuff. These fleeting smiles are usually quick and unconscious, which makes them even more telling. She's not calculating or trying to play it cool. Her face is giving you a sneak peek into what she's really feeling inside. Think of it as a little window into her attraction that she probably doesn't even realize she's opened. And here's a bonus tip if you spot this kind of smile more than once, like every time you catch her glancing your way, or during your conversation, you're definitely leaving an impression. Don't mistake it for politeness. This is her telling you in the sweetest way possible, I see you, and I like what I see. Keep being you, and enjoy those subtle, but oh so flirty hints. Number 9, mirroring your actions. All right, fellas, this one's like the ultimate green flag, mirroring your actions. It's one of those sneaky, subconscious moves that almost never lies if she's subtly copying your body language, gestures, or even the tone of your voice. Oh boy, you've just hit the jackpot. It's a sign that she's all in without even realizing it. Here's the deal. Mirroring is something we humans do when we're vibing with someone. It's an instinctive way to build a connection and say, hey, I'm on the same page as you. Think about it. You lean in to say something, and suddenly she's leaning too. You run a hand through your hair not long after she's tucking hers behind her ear. Coincidence? Not likely this is her. Coincidence, way of syncing up with your energy a little. Mio moment without words now in the romance department. This mirroring act turns up to level 10. It's like a subconscious dance where her moves start syncing perfectly with yours. But here's your cheat code. It should feel natural and unforced. If it looks like she's doing a copycat challenge and mimicking you too blatantly, that's not it. Real attraction-based mirroring is subtle, smooth, and easy to miss if you're not paying close. Secret hack. Attention. Here's a secret hack to confirm it. Try switching things up. Lean back slightly or change how you're sitting. Does she adjust to match almost right away? If so, congrats. My guy, you've got some major chemistry. Brewing mirroring only happens when someone is really in tune with you. It's their way of saying, I get you, and I want to stay in your rhythm. Catch her mirroring. That's not just a signal, it's a neon billboard saying, I'm into you, pay attention. And you might just discover the connection is even stronger than you. The nose scrunch thought. Number 10, the nose scrunch. All right, guys, here's a micro expression that might just make you melt. The nose scrunch. You know the one I'm talking about, that little crinkle of her nose when she smiles at you, like she just can't contain how cute she thinks you are. It's often overlooked. But trust me, this one's a gem. The nose scrunch, sometimes called the bunny nose, is more than just adorable. It's a strong sign she's genuinely happy around you. Here's the thing though, this isn't the kind of smile someone fakes. Nope, when her nose scrunches up, it's a total reflex. It comes from a place of pure, unfiltered joy, the kind she probably didn't even realize she was feeling. Now what makes this even better when it happens? Because of you. Maybe you told a joke. Or maybe she's just so into your vibe that she can't help but smile. That nose scrunch is her way of saying, you make me happy without using a single word. Cute, right? But wait, there's more. This expression often comes with a little extra nervous excitement. It's like her emotions are bubbling up and her face can't keep it all in. She might be smiling slightly shy, but bam, there's the nose scrunch. It's a mix of happiness and those butterflies dancing in her stomach. If you catch her doing this when she looks at you, or while you're talking, don't brush it off. This is one of those rare micro-expressions that speaks louder than words, a fleeting signal that says, I like being around you, and I might just like you. Two gentlemen, don't miss this one. It's not just cute, it's a clear clue. She's conclusion. Understanding these subtle micro-expressions can provide valuable insight into her true feelings, helping you confidently recognize the signs she's into you. While many guys overlook these small yet meaningful cues, like the elusive number 9, Being attentive and aware can make all the difference in building a genuine connection. Keep in mind, communication goes beyond words, and her body language often tells the story she's hesitant to say out loud.